everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is RicketyGames. I'm Sydney, and today we are back with Control. We have to go face our brother who kind of John Doe'd himself into Emily, turned himself in and is like, come get me. And that's going to be fun. Hopefully we get to reunite and it's kind of a happy occasion. I'm getting the feeling it's going to be more of a sinister one, but we'll see. Anyways, we got to go speak with Emily, who told us the news that he broke out of his cage here. That is so lovely. Where is it? Labeled on the wall. It's somewhere up there. Anyways, you guys also said that I should explore this place a little bit more because there are some Alan Wake Easter eggs, which is definitely what I'm after in this type of game. Control itself is an amazing story, but in conjunction with... Oh, hi! In conjunction with Alan Wake, it's even better. Bye! Why don't you come over here and hang out? Not that way. Not that. I don't want to hang out like that. Drop dead. Thank you. Woo. Okay, we will do some exploring. For now, I want to get to the mission. Just to... Hello. Where? Oh, hi. Whoa there. Enjoy that. Eat some bullets. Anyways, what was I trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted? I was trying to say that I would like to progress the story right now, but as usual, before the end or so, or if there's any points of no returns, do let me know. I will do a whole chapter of just exploring stuff. So I'll go back to these, and then we'll get to some of the, some of the, some of these. Like, I want to do captive audience and old growth. Oh yeah, we gotta do enemy within. Oh yeah, because yeah. Ooh, I should do that. I'll do that maybe at the end of the episode. Maybe. Woo! Anyways, yes. Hi, I'm here. Let's go to executive. Boom. But yes, I am, going to do an extra episode, and I'll go explore all the things. I have been keeping track of all of the stuff you guys have been saying in the comments. I'm always behind on catching up to comments, so I promise I will get to you guys. Thank you so much for the information. I do read them as they come in. So I've been keeping track of the things that I've missed, the things I should check out, wink wink, nudge nudge, blow up these walls, etc. So yeah, we will get to it. As you guys know, I like to do my best to get as many things as I can. I'm gonna shut up, you get the point, let's get to it. What's this?
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall.
What's this?
Their CIA spy shit. God.
Put a record on. What? A jukebox token? Do we get to play coconuts? Because that would be great. Everybody looks a little pissed. Hi.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Also, your boss is toast.
Ah, that is a jukebox token.
Sorry.
Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
An old?
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record.
Coconuts?
Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation? That sounds ominous. Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. Well, no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation from maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought him back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
Ah, will do. Unfortunately, it seems like everybody who went on a mission this round is toast. So, whoops. Did we already ask about all these? I think we did.
I have to go.
Bye.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Damn, sassy.
Stop by anytime.
Not with that attitude. I see this back here. Television proposal. Oh god. Is it more of those creepy things? Alright, television show proposal it is, I think. Based on the success of America Overnight, we would like to propose the creation of a television series that presents superstition and skeptical thought as entertainment. Oh, wait a minute. This is Night Springs. I haven't even... Oh, it is Night Springs. I've just read the bottom of it. I read too fast. Okay. In order to popularize these concepts among the civilian population and create less resistance to redirecting information regarding public paranormal events. We can also use a solid media outlet to test paranormal concepts on civilian audiences, seeing how they react to certain facts presented as fiction, in the event that the Bureau ever decides to make certain realities public knowledge. There are various show licenses that we could purchase and reboot rather than starting from scratch when particular property seems promising, especially considering its content and tone are precisely what we're looking for. It's called Night Springs, and it's been off the air for a few years now. Hey, I thought the other ones... There was one that we read, like, way back in, like, one of the first episodes now that I thought was Night Springs, but it didn't specifically allude to it. This one definitely does, and that is very exciting. So they created, or rather rebooted, Night Springs, which is amazing, and then they also did which is this is mold. Love it. It's disgusting. Is there anything else around here? What happened to Marshall?
Good to have you back.
What? Excuse me? Well...
Alright, back to work.
He's like, hi. Now bye.
The resonance emitted from
Where's
the
her brother?
HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the hissing
Bro.
range. But how did Darling...
Bros! Timeline of events? I'll get to you, Emily. Confidential. To examine the invasion's timeline of events, possible patterns in hiss behavior, establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of the lack of reliable communications between Bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate ground zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer: how did the hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does the hiss resonance advance through space, deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The world outside? A cross-dimensional destination? Refer to for full report. Rare. Interesting. Also, you guys asking the better questions that Jessie has been looking for her brother the whole time and just hasn't been able to because she couldn't find the Bureau building. This I was talking about a little bit, but I think the better question that you guys were mentioning to ask is why didn't Polaris help her find it sooner? So that's a very interesting question, and it kind of implies that Polaris has its own intentions, which we know it to be its own thing because she talks about it, or rather talks to it like, can you help me? Can you point me in the right direction? If it was just her own mind, I don't think she would talk to it that way. Although, I mean, boo-hoo-hoo. No. There is like a, there is something to be said about how, you know, it could be kind of a split personality thing. I don't think so. Just because it's control and it's remedy, and it seems like it would be more complicated than that. Like, it's literally an entity that's in her or something like that. Like Mr. Scratch, kind of. Oh, what if it is like a Mr. Scratch thing, but like helping her? Ooh, but then Mr. Scratch is Alan, so maybe it is her. And it is a split personality thing. But like Mr. Scratch isn't like split personality. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's Alan, but it's not Alan. It's like all the bad things. It's an own entity possessed. Oh. What if that's what Polaris is? Ooh! Stumbling upon things. Okay, I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna read. Okay. Analysis of the hiss threat, part 3. In summary, if we understand the hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation which is now agreed upon term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be differences if the incantation were recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want this to be true. You must want these waves to drag you away. Aren't we the you the hiss is referring to? Does the hiss believe humanity, possibly all non-hiss life, wants to join it? To be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possibly the hiss stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There is clear intention in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues have recommended, is beyond idiotic. Refer to for full report. By Emily Pope. That sounds like Emily Pope, you know what I mean? She sounds just as sassy in her memos. What is unread here? The former. Ooh, yeah, what is this? This is that big thing, right? The former descent is back, not gone. It is previous disappointment. It is not part of the board / us. We apologize / deny all knowledge for the inconvenience. You will see / face the former. It is stealing, linking altered items. It builds a competition, not us. You must espionage, destroy. When possible, inevitable. Do not believe, get hyped about the former's lies and ads. We provide, offer better bonus package and health plan. If you leave, you will be sorry, dead. Excuse me? And you never worked or existed. Wow. In this torn / cosmic reality again. Yes. What a threat. Excuse me, that's workplace harassment. I just got threatened that if I leave, I'll be killed. I'm sure that was in the paperwork somewhere when I picked up the phone. But okay, that's very interesting. So, the former was that big creature thing that we fought, and evidently, because it spoke like the board, right? And she was like, it sounds like the board, but I don't understand what it's saying. And they're essentially disowning that and taking no responsibility for whatever that is. Did we didn't read this? About the refrigerator? Oh boy. Arctic Queen. AI-10-KE. No unique procedures required for containment. The Arctic Queen electric brand refrigerator model from the 1960s. No cooling functionality. Well, I guess it's probably dead refrigerator from the 60s, huh? The door, for a second I was like, if it doesn't cool, how is it a refrigerator? Then I realized they're describing it in its current condition. The door is decorated with crayon illustrations by... The illustrations cannot be removed from the item. All attempts have failed. The paper cannot be burned or torn. Background. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after it survived the collapse of a New York City's Grand Central Hotel, where it served as an appliance in an apartment rented by a man named... It became the subject of local infamy after surviving the building's collapse undamaged. Mr. who was out of the building at the time of the collapse, PM, retained ownership of the item until 1974, when the Bureau purchased the item through false identity. New altered effect has been observed. See file AI10.F for details. See file AI10.K for new containment procedure. Ooh. So we added to it probably after we dealt with it. I love that they, like, this guy probably put it up on, like, eBay or Craigslist or whatever the 1974 equivalent was. And then the Bureau was like, yep, we'll take that. Sweet. We love that. You know, the budgeting department, not that I want to think about budgets anymore, because that's what I was doing. You know, the budgeting department was like, you're buying a what? A what now? Then again, they probably used to this stuff. Hi.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late? How is he?
What'd they do
I
with
need
him?
to know. He's clearly been affected by the hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him.
My brother? Or is he?
Yeah. Ooh,
Of
what?
course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
I feel like she would want to like observe this, but there's probably enough cameras that she can. Is there anything else we can ask her?
Hi, Jesse.
Hi, I just left you, but you know, that's a no.
I should be going. Enjoy your data.
Enjoy.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, you will. You have fun with that. I'll go destroy the rest of the offices on my way. So she said upstairs? Woohoo! Use the what? Oh, put a token in the jukebox. Yes, I should do that. But first, our brother, because we've been waiting so long. We don't want to make Jessie wait any longer than she has to. So where is it? It's that like, isn't it that like caged room? Not this one. What the heck? Did I not come in here? Para-utility. Examination of paranatural topics. Objects of power and their para-utility. Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals paranatural abilities. We call these individuals para-utilitarians. The potency of these abilities depends on the para-utilitarian. Using the object of power as an example, some para-utilitarians can achieve a throw distance of, while others are only capable of as little as. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.15 for more information. What exactly determines an individual's paranatural competence is unknown, but it is largely believed that some exists within the body, and that, like all muscles, it can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I have officially requested to access the Northmore records, considering he is one of the most accomplished para-utilitarians the Bureau has ever seen. Dr. Darling is still considering this request. Refer to file 8-54-1982 for full report by Emily Pope. So she's just bitter because he's just blocking her at every aspect. I wonder why. Maybe she's evil after all of this time. She is like the first one that we befriended. So it wouldn't be surprising like Emily was like, ha! Gotcha. I thought I could get the new director on my side. Oh, I can't use any of my powers in here. We went through these rooms, didn't we? Is this the room? Oh, hey, bro.
Leave your inside by the door. Push. You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. Leave your inside by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the way. You've always been a new you. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time.
Ooh.
The thunderstorm distorts you.
That's not good. Well, don't tap the glass.
You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunderstorm distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can
but
you hear
yellow and
me?
red in the eye.
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you.
Into the way. You've always been a new you. You want this to be true.
Do you know who I am?
Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person.
Yeah, that's not good.
Always a good sign. Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But
I'm better now. The hiss made me better.
Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please. Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words.
Stop that, and he
I
does.
want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You! You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only truth. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit. Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small. In ordinary. In the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
After the song, time for applause. We build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
In your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time.
You gonna give me that key card? And so wanted is one of those words they like to use. So we got clearance level 6, did I see? Yeah, we did. And a jukebox token. You want some music? Should we try to talk to him more?
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan,
I love that he just quits
can we
that.
talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
She's like,
I was back in Ordinary. Before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure. What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
I mean, the whole thing is weird. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. What'd you guys do to my brother? He's literally like, I'm not Dylan, I am P6. But he utilizes sister and Jesse very knowingly. You know? So that's kind of interesting. So we gotta go back to containment. Oh boy! Does Emily have anything to say with what I've discovered? Hi! My brother's fucked up.
How are you doing, Jesse? It can't be easy seeing Dylan like this.
Yeah, what'd y'all do to him?
I'm fine. What can you tell me? Is he still... human? Or is he his?
I've taken numerous tissue samples and have tests running as we speak, but from the initial data, he looks healthy. I only see corruption in a superficial way.
What does that mean?
I don't know. This is all new, but if he's like you, maybe Polaris is preventing total Hiss takeover. Or maybe this is just a new form of Hiss. We've already seen how it affects people in different ways.
Dylan told me he let the Hiss in. Does that change anything?
Voluntary conversion. I mean, hypothetically, that could affect the mental state post-corruption, as well as the extent of biological alteration. But again, this is new territory for me. I'll need time.
You won't have it. I'm gonna shut down the slide projector. That's how the Hiss are getting in. Once I close it, this should all be over.
Jesse, we don't know how this works. If you sever their connection to the source, it could cause a terminal chain reaction. Every Hiss-corrupted individual dead.
Better that than what Dylan is now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's probably...
I'm shutting it down. This has to end.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens.
Oof. But she's right, though.
Okay, just let me know how I can help.
Thank you, Emily.
You'd rather people be possessed, ma'am? She kind of sounds a little resigned about it. I know she just wants her research and stuff, but I mean, I think Jesse's right in that regard. Like, it's the same thing as the zombie conundrum, right? Like, would you really want people to suffer being infected or soulless or whatever the hell you want to call it? Not human? Like, would you really want that for somebody that you love? Or would you rather just end that for them? Ooh, look at me, I can switch soldiers. Okay, we gotta go. Alright. Beep boop. So that projector that she was talking about is how it got in. So that's very interesting. Dylan appears to be bitter, but it also appears to be the Hiss, like, exacerbating that bitterness. So there's definitely something to that. Yes, please, we need energy. Woo! And then large objects. Fuck yes. Shield strength. I don't have enough points to do this one yet, which is like throw the items that we have. Oh, there's a new one. Levitate duration. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then for giggles, we might as well just do this since we have one for the melee damage. But that's cool. So this we got to work on to get. I forgot about this one. That you can propel the debris of your shield. That sounds awesome. And then being able to levitate longer. So that's great. We do. Ooh, my. Hello. We can make tokens? Okay. That's cool. We can upgrade the grip. So yeah, the spin so far sucks. Like, it's not very powerful. Like, my normal gun is way more powerful. Let me check, actually. See, executive sector using spin. I'm already in the executive sector, so maybe I should run around trying to kill people for a second. Please hold while I go and murder some folks with the spin ability. What's up, bitches? Oh, see, that's nice. What the fuck? It's okay, I take it back. This is fun. But I guess against the mold monsters and some of the bigger guys, like, they're not so easy to kill with that. Whoa there! With the spin mod. Look at me flying.
That's no normal piece of paper.
What the heck?
Okay, we need to know where it's going.
What the fuck? Excuse me. I'm examining a cursed piece of paper. Do you mind? What the fuck? What the? Whoa. Excuse me. What the heck? Did I get it?
I need to find the other pages.
The moving letters? What the fuck? Did I just stumble onto another mission? I was trying to find the guards, but it's not really working out for me. It's okay. We'll find the guards at a different time. Okay, we need to go back to containment, which should be over here, right? Alright, I'm back, bitches! Back here. I like that we get to fast travel between places. It's very satisfying. Also, this is like my favorite thing to do now. Like, I'm just gonna do this. Like, why would you not travel, like, you know? Did I hit the ceiling? Is that what happened? Ooh. What's our director doing? She's just floating. She's hanging out. Oh, you know what I should do? I should hang out with the people that are floating around. They're gonna be like, please, please tell us she's not our new director. Bam! Who needs mail? We can just go straight, I'm sure. Ah, look. My people. How's it going? I'm sorry you're stuck like this, but you know what? I'm here. One moment. I'm here with you, so, you know, just if you need anything. Well, you can't really not hum, but, you know, I'm hanging out, I'm hanging around. Alrighty. Let's find the prime candidate program. Whee! Well, there we are, prime candidate program. Not me getting lost in other directions prior to this. Excuse me, sir. How's it going? Did I not shoot through the fence? Way to shoot through the fence? You guys can shoot through windows, but not fences. Ooh. Stop twitching. Good. They do that. Self-reflection. What? Look in the mirror to locate synchronicity? Victorian Mirror AI60-UE. She was admitted to a mental ward for emotional instability soon after relocating to Illinois with her family in 1914. The item only appears on record again in 2006 when the Bureau investigated a sudden rise in disappearances in Illinois. Agents found the item hanging in the local library. They contained it quickly, though the missing people of the town were never recovered. Supplementary materials date August 18th, 1915. We certify that the case of Mrs. has shown her to be a lunatic under the reasons of hysteria, bad company, and imaginary female trouble. Her fixation with the family looking glass is noteworthy, though not an uncommon matter when considering the female disposition. Mrs. Carver is a fit subject for the lunatic asylum and will remain in its confines until her affliction has passed. Signed, Dr. Yep, Doctor, you did a great assessment. Totally accurate. Scientifically based and all. Female hysteria. We love that answer. Is that a dog? It better be Scratch. And confidential, classified. Okay. Moving on from that lovely piece of paper. And there's a new mission, so that'll be fun. Ooh! Getting jump scared by everything today. Ooh.
To find new prime candidates, the Bureau needs a director. Our future. P6 and P7.
P7. Is that us? We would be P7? I think so. Also, rest in peace to the actor who played Alex Casey and Max Payne, I believe. Obviously, director Trench here. Really, really amazing. James McCaffrey. Rest in peace, my dude. And we are very, very sorry to lose you. And you know what? He's gonna live on in these games, and his legacy is already an amazing one. So we will continue on in your honor, sir. Keep it going. But it is really sad to learn that he passed. Oh boy, we got friends. What the fuck is this? A lot of you floaty fuckers around here. Oh my god, what are you? Another one of you. Let's not. Get out of here. We're gonna run the circle. Aha! Get out of here. What the fuck? Oh my god, the fucking room. I was like, what's going on? He's gonna float over here. Don't mind me, buddy. You can play that game. Don't mind me when I get some help. Oh, he's fucking healing again. You little fucker. That's why. I thought I killed you. You you rat bastard. Oh, excuse you. Room is trippy as hell. Okay, now he's dead. There we go. Now we can do some damage. Die, bitch. Ha. Toast. Alright, who's left? There's somebody. The music. They're down below? Yes, no, maybe so. I feel like they might be down here. Where are the things? Haha, I see ya. What's up, buddy? There we go. Oh, and it's open now. So the people maybe do help clear that and not just the squares. God, this room is tripping out. Alright, let's go in here. P6. P7. Ooh. And then what are the other things? Closed cases. Oh man. Security. Does this reach? Oh. Ah, so I open not that. Aha, as I open the door, okay. Gotcha. So what, let's check it out. Oh, no. No, no, no. Ugh. What's this? Bright Falls. Summary. Bright Falls AWE-35. Ooh. An unconfirmed threshold manifestation at Cauldron Lake, Washington, resulted in a fictional story written by the author Alan Wake, creating an AWE in which reality was altered to match that of the story, though only locally for a limited time. Event response. Mr. Kirkland, head of investigations, was alerted on September 13th, 2010 by an ex-Bureau agent, Frank Breaker. See, that was an AWE event taking place in Bright Falls, Washington, referred to events investigated in 1970, 1976, and 1978. Breaker had received a call from Barry Wheeler, Alan Wake's literary agent, on behalf of the Breaker's daughter, Sarah, who is the current sheriff of Bright Falls. What happened to Sarah, you guys? We saw Tim Breaker, and we know, I think that's maybe her brother, but like, you guys said that she like moved on and like moved on to bigger things or something like that, but like I didn't see where that came from. Anyway, Tam was cool, but I'm just like, you know, Sarah was the original, kind of. I mean, Frank clearly is the original, but it's fine. Also, 76 and 78, 77, I'm sure those are something with like Thomas Zane and the Odin brothers. I kind of see a little bit of that in the bottom paragraph. Let's keep reading. A Bureau field team arrived at the site 2 days later, only to confirm the event was over. Interviews were conducted, referred to the 1970 Thomas Zane, 1976 and 1978 Odin Anderson, Tor Anderson. And Alan Wake was believed to instigator. Eyewitness reports highlight an old light switch, possible object of power, that missing. Wake was not found at the scene. Reports claim he dived into the lake, but no body was recovered in the search. Ooh, boy. So that's cool. So they recorded the event. What's happening? Prime candidates? Oh.
After North Moore stepped down, I doubled every effort to find new prime candidates. There was no one. No one but me. That wasn't good enough. I pushed hard. I never wanted the Bureau to end up in that situation again. The Bureau needs a director. Always. When my time reaches an end, I want more options on the table. P1 through P5 were all false leads. dead ends and disappointments. Then P6, Dylan Faden. He fell into our arms. No parents, they're gone, casualties of an AWE. The boy has exceptional talent. The oldest house will be his home. We'll build him from the ground up. He'll be trained and taken care of. Darling can be in charge of this project.
Oh Lord, no wonder you turned out normal.
I can't. I'll stay away. I will not fail the boy like I failed my own family. My daughter and my wife. We weren't careful enough back then. Something came home with me. I took work home. My Susanna got sick. When I realized my mistake, I wanted to bring her here for Darling to do what he could. Kate flat out refused. Civilian doctors treated our daughter, but they didn't have a clue. She died. Kate left me. Same old story. That was a long time ago. The Bureau is all I have now. And the prime candidates are our future. There are two, P6 and P7. We're spoiled for choice.
Ooh, what a story. In my brain, just because of the voice, I was thinking like, oh man, would it be really interesting if Max Payne was actually Director Trench? But obviously not. But oof, what a backstory. I'm so sorry, my dude. But they're interestingly not mentioning anything about P7. I think it's probably Jesse, because it would make sense since they both have similar powers, and obviously she became director, so she's obviously a candidate or was eligible to be a candidate. We do know that Alan Wake was considered to be a candidate as well, so I wonder if he was in the 1 through 5 and failed because he disappeared. But you know, we'll see. Let's put our mission back as well. We found it. Do we have to? Was this made for Dylan? Because if Dr. Darling had to take care of Dylan, first of all, raising a kid, that's a job in and of itself. So he should have had more, probably care, instead of being stuck in a box and fed like a pet, which is what it looks like happened to him. And then if this is what he had to watch, we know everything we need to know about why Dylan is the way he is and why he welcomed the hiss, because I would too if I have to stare at this all day.
Step into the FBC,
This is perfect for children.
Let's join the Threshold Kings. Let's join the Threshold Kings.
It's just the way that they are made. Oh.
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
Bones.
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You can't ace every test, Meg. You see, everyone has different brains. Some brains can talk to each other. We call this ESP.
ESP?
Some brains can lift objects like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg?
No interruptions!
I was waiting for that one.
So who cares if you fail your clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind. Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the
big chair.
Mm-hmm. Big chair.
What if I don't want the big chair?
What if I don't want the big chair? Everyone wants the big chair, Meg! That's why we're all here. Use those brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
Uncle Bones is a bit harsh. Holy shit, I'm not sleeping tonight. As soon as he did the first no interruptions, I knew the rest. Like anything after that, giggle, you sniffle, you have a question, and the thing is, he's asking, he was like, right, and you're like, ha, you're like, yeah. I feel like I should take a shower. You know what I mean? I feel like I should go do something. Ah!
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see?
It's me!
It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector.
Wait, I thought for sure P7 would be like, oh, that's the room I don't need to go into. We're going into P6.
I wish things had gone differently in ordinary for us.
Is that the projector?
But wishing won't change things. Finding the projector will.
That's okay.
Ordinary. So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Faden, prime candidate 6. And the sister as well, once we catch up with her. But the boy, so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here. And I don't want to invoke his name, but it's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable.
So treat him like a lab rat, why don't you?
There was an incident. Yes. We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Roberts got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
Ooh, so that's interesting. I mean, I think I agree with him for the most part that, like, you know, he's a kid with exceptional power. I mean, it's highly unlikely that he would know how to use it or control it right off the bat. So, you know, having Dr. Darling take responsibility for that, I think, is probably right. The only thing is, I do think, you know, Marshall is maybe right to be cautious about it, because you want to know how much of it was an accident, right? If he is essentially being detained, right? He's scared, he's looking for his sister, he's surrounded and being poked and prodded by all of these weird people interested in his power, right? That definitely does something to you, right? And, you know, if he reacts negatively to it, that's definitely probably expected, but there is an element to, was it malicious? And I think that's what Marshall's after, is that, like, did he do it on purpose, knowing full well what he was doing, or was it an emotional reaction that he didn't really have control over, right? Those are two very different things. I think Dr. Darling is considering it being an emotional reaction, that his power is, you know, very strong, and, you know, his struggle to control it and contain it is something. And Marshall is probably, you know, going towards the latter, where, you know, maybe it wasn't just an accident and maybe it was actual murder. We'll find out. Transcript of a conversation, subject Dylan Faden, for review by Dr. Darling. Note that the subject was alone during this outburst. You again. So this is Dylan talking. You again. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Why are you showing me this? I can't do anything. Can't you see where I am? Why don't you help me get the fuck out of here? You always show me things I can't do anything about. Stop showing me her. I don't care anymore. I don't care about you. You both left me here to rot. Fuck off, you bitch. I will dig out my own brains if it means getting rid of you. I don't want to be here. Get the fucking message. Subject repeated the phrase, fuck off, numerous times before being sedated. Okay, so he is talking to Polaris, and Polaris is clearly a being that is either multiple, that can exist in multiple places at once, or Polaris is, or he has his own, obviously he has his own version of it, but like, I guess the question is, it two different entities or not? Since it's called the same thing, I'm likely to believe that it's the same entity, and that it's either switching between the minds of Jesse and Dylan Faden because they can contain it, or also they refer to it as a she, so I suppose contain her. But the question would be, like, does it bounce between their minds, or is it shared between their minds? And if it's shared, that's very interesting. It would mean that they're more connected in a lot of ways. I mean, but does Polaris... Well, clearly Polaris is keeping information from Dylan, though, because if Polaris is also with Jesse, and Jesse's been trying to look for Dylan all this time, and she has been diligently looking, as you guys are mentioning in the comments and stuff, and as we've come to kind of find out through the game, Polaris would know that. And if it does know that, if she does know that, then why didn't she tell Dylan that? So I think you guys are spot on with the questioning. The line of questioning that I should be asking is, what is Polaris after? Because clearly it's not reuniting these kids. Agent killed involving codename P6. Case 45-HQ-121. Autopsy findings. Blunt force injuries of the head and the neck. Extensive trauma of the abdominal region, lacerations and contusions of the upper and lower torso, fracture of the spinal cord between L1 and L2 vertebrae, avulsion fracture on the 3rd through the 10th ribs left and right, blunt force injuries of the extremities, abrasions, lacerations, and contusions of extremities, dislocation of left and right elbow, ooh, dislocation of the left and right knee, ooh. Ooh, I mean, none of it sounds good, but that's very specific. Elbows and knees. After examination, it was determined that the cause of death was internal bleeding that occurred when the was contorted through his... Oof. So... yeah, he's dead. Toast. So sorry. I think Roberts was the name that Dr. Darling mentioned. So big ouch. I definitely see why Marshall maybe thinks that might be just straight up murder. This is me! All me. Ooh, last scene. Looking pissed. Okay. I got a new outfit? What? Oh, I'll second and add personal mod. Shield efficiency, launch efficiency. I have evade, energy, and health. Oh, yes. That. I got a new outfit? I think I can put on outfits. I think I have to go to the main thing to change outfits, but that's hilarious. Okay, what's this? Jesse Faden movement tracking. Ooh. Departs Cheyenne, arrives in Sydney, Des Moines, Chicago, South Bend, Cleveland, Bloomsburg, New York City. Oh boy! Cause for concern, eastward movement. Well. Okay. Ooh.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan. And other kids as well. We loved it. This time, I remember, was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No. Yes, but that has nothing to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents drink?
What the hell?
Did that make you uncomfortable?
No. That's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
The slide projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't think so. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
Whoa, so they took her therapy records. But it sounds like the psychiatrist obviously was a plant. I mean, the questions that they were asking, was there a projector in your home? Is this a result of your parents? Were you looking to escape? Answers for why she was able to trigger the slide projector. Suspicious.
All the times I felt paranoid.
Justified.
I was right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
Yes. They definitely watched. It's interesting that they didn't approach her. I wonder why they didn't. I mean, maybe they were just trying to like let her live her life as long as she wasn't dangerous. But if they knew, if they were watching her this closely, they would probably know that she's looking for her brother. So why not at least invite her in with the intention of connecting them, and then whatever other purposes that they have could be, you know, achieved. But interesting that they did not bring her in. Oh boy. So this opens this. Woo! Okay, so now we gotta get to the turntable. Ordinary AWE?
They studied what happened in Ordinary here.
It has its
That's
own
the
sign?
place to start looking.
Damn! I threw the other guy into that guy. Ooh, that's always exciting. Excuse me, who is shooting me? What? Rude. So rude. Work chat. What? I see your creepy teeth delivery and raise you a dead dog. Yeah, like straight up a deceased dog. It had a collar on it and everything. It had been rotting in that box since they packed it up. Go ahead and imagine how that smelled. So don't go whining to me. I wish I got to watch a parade of human teeth. Oh my god, what? Oh my god, working here must be something else. And I thought my job was hilarious with the random shit that we talk about. Oh boy. You know what? Just for Jesse. Bam! Stop watching us. I got you, Jesse. We're together. Figuring this out as we go, man. So there's a what? What's going on in this room? This red room of doom. Prime candidate program. Transit corridor. Okay, so that's down to maybe that room. What's on the other side here? Ew. Nothing good is what it seems. Get this. Kabam! Sweet. And then what's this on the floor? Willow. AWE. Shipping manifest. Inventory list of recovered materials. A hollow sphere. Stone-like material. Vitrified soil. Pieces of various sizes and colors. Animal carcass. Possibly canine. Ugh, I guess that's where the dead dog came from. Rusted metal bucket, leather wallet, aged shotgun cartridge, all materials to go to investigation sector for further analysis. Ew! Fun! Sounds normal? Perfectly normal? Or should I say ordinary? Oh boy, why are there handprints on the elevator? That was rude as fuck! Whoa! He's just admiring.
Aaron and I were both prime candidates.
Yeah, you're P7.
Experiments.
Well, your brother certainly was. It really seems like they kept him like a dog. Like a rat in a cage to be experimented on instead of treating him like a kid and nurturing him to be aware of what was going on. Nothing. Love that for me. Excuse me. There we go. I should also just do this as well. That would help. Too late. Okay. That's... Yup. What is going on over here? What's over here? Giggles? Is it up? Just a weird containment block sector thing? Huh. Yep, guess just it's a weird truck thing. Transportation thing. Holy moly. Okay. Excuse me? Is there something under there? Oh, I need to reset the room. It looks like a door. Would help, I guess. It's this over here. Hello? Fix it, please. Put the room back together. Then we can explore it more. Definitely does not get old to see this thing like New York City subway. What the hell? We got a secret entrance?
We're going back home. Of course we are.
Boy.
It started there, and it's never gone away.
Oh boy. Holy shit. Okay. That's definitely a thing. So this door is what? Level 6? We can get in it. Does this reconnect back? Full of... Excuse me. Oh my lord, that's a no. So we can't currently deal with any of that. Get out of here! Oh my god. Can I please? I got stuck. Whatever it is, I trapped the door and then I couldn't get out of the door. That's brilliant right there. It's a brilliant piece of gaming. Yep, that was I meant to do that. Howdy. Oh, they love these guys. They love these guys. That really didn't do any. What the heck? Ooh, are they blocking the rail? Excuse me. These guys are weird. I hit the other guy. Sucks to suck, man. Okay. Oh, another one of you. Nothing you can really do about them.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Yeah, seems like it. Ooh. Is the control panel on the floor per se? Bridge operator. Ah, look at that. Probably locked from this side. Yep. But not locked from down there. Ooh.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks.
Yep.
Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Ooh, that one's a good one. Alright, let's get rid. Recovery speed. Oh, yeah, so for sure. Alright, I got better headshot damage and one of the rare ones for reload efficiency, and then there was a rare one for the spin, so all much better than we were. Yeah. So I bet we can open the door from this side. After we what? Guess who just had to inspect an inbound delivery of like 100 teensy tiny little boxes? Me! That's who. And you know what was inside each one? A single human tooth. Fucking gross. Oh, okay, so this is all a continuous conversation. Teeth, fucking gross. And he said, teeth, I'll do you one better with the dead dog. And then this person said, okay, Mr. Dead Dog, what do you think of this? I had to inspect all of the individual pieces of an airplane. I think the teeth or the dead dog would be worse than the airplane. I understand the airplane would be tedious, but, I don't know. The grossness of a dead dog versus teeth.
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
It's a little gross. What's blocking it? More mold? And where is it? Where is it? We got the one that was on the side over there. But maybe it's something on the ground that I can't see. Oh, nope, there it is. Boom, baby! There we go. We can collect this. No? Spin ring. Boom. Oh yeah, baby! Please don't run me over with the subway over there. Will it open? Yeah. Woo! Open sesame. I'll take that. Sweet. Ooh, that was a rare one. So I can go downstairs, or what is this? Oh, it's just that's just the thing. And this is all blocked. Ordinary AWE, so that's definitely where we need to go. How to continue there is the question. Oh. The maintenance tunnel. Is the clog down here? Where's Ati? Is he hanging out? Ooh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, another one of these guys. You're invisible or you're not invisible, buddy. Fuck out of here. Hard, they're just sort of like they disappear and reappear a lot. I mean, I would say that none of the enemies are particularly hard in this game, especially with all of the crazy superpowers that we get. Like, we just get a constant, like, not, well, I was gonna say there's a lot of enemies, but not really. I mean, in certain areas there's enemies. In certain areas there's enemies, but it's more just the cool powers that we get that make it easy to deal with them. Ooh. Oh, battery. Let's not break that, please. Did I break it? Or did I grab the wrong thing? Excuse me. Let's not break the batteries, thank you. Boom! Boom, baby. Okay, so that's part of it. Gonna hang out on the plane, don't worry. This is crazy. Need the things. Ah, there's a third one. Restore the elevator. Ah, that's what I'm doing. Not restoring the plane? Why not? I'm sure it'll be great if we fly this broken ass thing here. Where's the other battery? In here. Good to have. Come with me, and you'll see. The elevator finally fucking works. Woo! Going up. Shit's gonna get real, you guys. So now we gotta find the thing that started it all. Amongst some friends. What's up, friends? The havoc I read. Sir. Woohoo! Take a corpse. Oh no, not the deputy staff officer, IDZF -821. Drop dead, sir, you're fired. Oh boy. Hi, I didn't see you there. Drop dead. Yeah. Wow. So glad we could get. Ooh, what's that? Got it. Airplane evaluation order. Altered examination request. Airplane wreckage. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to the AWE. See case file for details. And is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector, brought here through the New York subway tunnel. Special access. For more information on tunnel and links to urban legends centered on ghost stations, abandoned tracks, and see file 4-12-4521. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for... And initial readings have been taken by a research team, though no altered status has yet been detected. Refer to file 9-12-8371 for full report. Interesting. Hubert Tan by Casper Darling. Huh. I was gonna say, is it Oceanic 815? Because I think they probably could use some help. That was definitely an AWE. Bleh, I can talk. An AWE. I felt like it. Who needs a pillar? I gotta do my job as director, guys. We gotta destroy everything. I see you hanging out in here. Obliterated. Obliterated. Ooh. AWE Stage 1A dump. Witness testimonies. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. There were lots of dolls. Dylan Faden. Interview 2002. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. Jesse Faden from a therapy session in 2010. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Likely Neil Hosenberg missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom, likely Tom Barlow, also missing. And his gang, Freddie, likely Freddie Bartwell, also missing. Hugo, no one by this name was found in a public record, bullied him. So all those kids, they bullied Neil. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Dylan Faden, interview 2002. Extrapolated information, unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation house. Oldest house by any means? Damn, I completely obliterated that dude. Open it up. We gotta go through it. I love terrorizing all of these machines.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light
in the shadows. Shining a light in the shadows. That's cool.
Thanks for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
Hi. What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen.
If who found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident, but this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, call it.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said. but that's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry.
I feel you.
It's just, my brother lived there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Rio Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction, as predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. Good timing, too. It's time for a short break.
We're gonna
Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
And Captain America thanks you for your clean mouth. Okay. Ordinary summary, let's find out. An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object of power, the slide projector, ID OOP-15, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projector, the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. Ooh. Okay, on August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, see P6 materials, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, see P7 materials, were playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector, OOP-15 case file, and Darling Presentations for details. The team, led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling, arrived at the site on September 14th. The AWE had ended, but the team found the Faden children, who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when the agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See interviews and prime candidate files. Ooh, okay. So she ran, trying not to get caught. Dylan got caught. I think we knew this. But this is interesting, though. Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived, and the Fadens led them to the slide projector. So they've met Dr. Darling and Director Trench before. So that's kind of interesting that she's met them. I feel like she hasn't acknowledged that she met them, but maybe she was too young to remember. Or maybe that's how she knows that
there is a curious correlation with
the
the
FBC
yet
exists.
unknowable forces intruding upon our world in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life. Popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions, or die trying.
Damn. Got dark there for a second. But it's interesting that he notes that our popular culture, our dreams, our creativity essentially influences whatever these AWEs and objects of power are. And now we know that to be true via Alan Wake, because specifically art is what triggers Cauldron Lake. Well, AWEs seem to be clearly influenced by our art and urban legends, etc., etc. So that's very, very interesting. He's kind of asking, like, does it Is it a reflection? Is it start there? I feel like Dr. Darling would try to, I mean, he's obviously experimenting with what happens. It'd be hilarious if, like, he is Alan Wake. Like, his experimentation is Alan Wake. Because he's got the same voice. I mean, I know that's just, like, the same actor and stuff. But, like, wouldn't it be cheeky if, like, Dr. Darling, like, his way of learning how to control objects of power and AWEs through art was, like, his imagination of Alan Wake, and, like, that is, like, that story comes from this, like, you know what I mean? Like, that would be trippy as hell. That'd be fun. I could see Remedy doing that easily. Stage 4A, town proper. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There were a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us and I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us, but then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog, like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. Is Neil the dead dog in the notes? DF, Dylan Faden, 2002. It's very strange. Witness testimonies. Okay. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Ooh, is that Polaris? Boom, the next thing, Jesse Faden. Jesse said we should call her Polaris because she was doing stars at school. Dylan Faden. Uh-oh. So hand triggered Polaris, and that's how it started. Extrapolated information, additional slide designation, hand, SID-36, is verified in in-bureau possession. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity, designation, dog Neil, EID, 19930. Unconfirmed existence maybe implies that it's not the dead dog that they have. But it's there. Oh. Well, that's kind of fucked up. Howdy, friends. Good times. My goodness, the reading. Okay, stage 2, Sled Hill Cave, witness testimonies. After what happened at school to Mrs. Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector. Dylan Faden, 2002. Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd been using this temple slide, we called it that, but it really was just a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter or something. Very dark. The not mother lived there with her babies, children, I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into their little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. Jesse Faden in 2010. Could you imagine being her therapist and she's like, yeah, these people turned into monsters after this projector picture, like, you know what I mean? Like, the therapist, a normal therapist would just be like, yeah, you're fucking nuts, but I think we know that it was planted, so that's all the information that they're getting. Ooh. Extrapolated information, unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation temple, unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation not mother, EID 199280, or sorry, EID 1992-8. Interesting. Excuse you. Ooh, is that the thing? Is it over there?
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want them, did he? He never visits, not since Robert's. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison.
See, they're not treating him like a
not
person.
Even a poster on the wall.
What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do you do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In Ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
Honestly, that's not his fault. Like, to hear the way that they are treating him confirms that they're not treating him like a human. They're not treating him like a kid, right? To say, like, where is Casper, the guy who's been, you know, taking care of him after one mistake happens, one accident happens that is confirmed to be an accident. He didn't know what he was doing, right? And we know that Casper is sympathetic to the fact that he possibly did not know what he was doing, but the fact that Casper was either too coward enough to come or busy and didn't give an explanation, a proper explanation for that, right, that hurts someone like Dylan who, you know, had no choice but to look upon him as like a father figure, right? I mean, I'm assuming that at one point, you know, he becomes close with Dr. Darling, and this is probably the point at where it shatters. Excuse you. So when that happens, and he sends someone in his place, that's upsetting. And then on top of that, she's asking questions that he can't answer. It is also frustrating. So to see his temper rise like that, I mean, maybe it's a little bit extra aggressive, but I mean, to be honest, I don't blame him. I mean, you're setting him up to fail on purpose. And that's not very nice. Is that partially invisible? It was. And it exploded. Interesting. On we skippity-doo-dah. Ah. That looks pleasant. My goodness. Stage 1B, the dump. Witness testimonies. The second slide we called the meadow, but it really was just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting, and then we'd come out. Everything had melted around the projector. Ooh. So that's Jesse Faden from her therapy session. And then Neil was really into it. We found that he'd been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. He and his goons took it, Jesse Faden. We thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. Dylan Faden. Interesting. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation meadow. So they don't know if meadow exists. Ooh. It is really interesting to think that they could escape to different worlds. through those pictures.
Let's see what they have.
Honestly,
on
sounds like a
Ordinary.
kid's dream. I love to be able to disappear.
It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
It's so trippy. Ooh, it's probably so uncomfortably trippy to know that like your home is just a lab now. Test subject. Ooh, my goodness. This is cool though. Like the way this is set up. Like it's super fucked up, don't get me wrong. Like, but like the way that this is made, like an extra large, this is gonna be oxymoron, but an extra large like miniatures set that we get to like roam around in. Like that's cool. Should I fuck things up? Woo! Sorry. Not sorry. It was exciting. Should I destroy the whole town? Goodbye, tree. They're probably like, please. Somebody had to take time to build that. Is there anything like here? It doesn't look like it. A lot of taped off stuff. Nothing over there. I landed in a car. Oh, it'll be so much easier to climb things to go get stuff with. Ooh my god, what happened? Uh-oh, it's a boss battle. Well, maybe not a boss battle, but a lot of people. You guys are gonna destroy my home anyway. Junior agent, fuck off. He like shooting some grenades at me. Really seems to enjoy that. Drop dead. Excuse you and your grenades. Junior agent. My town is destroyed anyway. Ooh boy. Bye. Die, bitch. Yeah.
We found the slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they
Probably.
keep it?
Probably, because that'd just be the fucked up kind of thing to do. The fact that they recreated the whole town is just insane. I mean, at this point. Who needs my hometown recreation? Get out of here. Goodbye. Like a mini Godzilla. I'm not taller than buildings, but I sure caused the destruction. The fact that it flings too is just great. Alrighty. Alrighty. I'll behave. Kind of. Kind of. Into the wall. Right into the wall. Anything? No things?
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What? I don't...
No matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this... I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No. No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused?
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse...
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly, but they took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
Oh boy, okay. First of all, Miss Mara says hi. Where is it? There you are. There's the camera. Say hello. She's like, it's bedtime. It's game time. Okay, well there's a lot of information there. Thomas Zane is something that she connects to. This feels very House of Leaves to have an author that doesn't exist. But this I was thinking about this too, because in one of the tapes we watched they said in 23 this happened. Like 2023? Isn't this game, I mean this game is, so that's in the future is what I'm trying to say. Like, whoa. So I thought I caught that, but then I thought, well maybe, I don't know, maybe something else, because they do mention like 1910, so maybe it could have been 1923, but I feel like it wasn't. And then they said predicted in the same tape, so that was interesting. Anyway, this tape though, the implications here are interesting because we know Tom Zane to be an author, and when Alan first starts talking about Thomas Zane, the way we know it in the original Alan Wake game, he was an author. And it wasn't until things changed around in the Dark Place with Alan, when he started to rewrite reality, that Thomas Zane became a filmmaker and not an author. So the way that this tape is happening right now, the reality that changed that we know happened in 2010, and this must have been after Alan Wake disappeared, because that would be the only thing that makes sense for Thomas Zane to no longer be an author when Jesse is talking to the psychiatrist, because the psychiatrist says there's a filmmaker, not an author. So in that moment, he's a filmmaker. When Jesse, whenever she found that quote prior to this session, he was an author. Yes. Does that make sense? Do you know what I'm trying to say here? See, time is being played with. Okay, so in here, we got stuff. The caution tape is not comforting. This is a sealed area. Front row. Mrs. Mara and I are thinking caps on. Ordinary supplement. AWE-24. Details are largely based on interviews conducted with Dylan Faden. See interviews and for relevant information. The obtained therapy session of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the Ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all three sources contain conflicting data. For example, Dylan Faden claims there were 8 slides for the projector. Jesse Faden mentioned 9 slides. The projector found 1 intact slide, designation 36, and the burnt remains of 6 others. Unfortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Jesse Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. Notes: Dr. Darling has ordered the entirety of Ordinary Town Dump to be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis, with the hopes of finding additional slides or altered materials. Due to the limited space in the investigation sector, this AWE will be investigated in the containment sector. So he had the entire dump, like, moved, probably as it was too, like section by section and piece by piece. Ooh, well, that'll be interesting. That means that we get to see it as it was. A lot of reading in this one. We have, oh my god, it is. Interesting.
They moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing.
They went through the subway system.
Pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Notice, by order of Dr. Darling, all work in the ordinary dump is to stop, effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in the slide projectors, found in the area should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately. So something happened. Oh my god. Though that is just really like wild. Woo. I mean, this is pretty big, but you know, it was in Maine. And New York is bigger than Maine, so. Oh my goodness! More! Woo! Okay, the Wolf Globe. We've read about this before. AI-72-PE. The item was found in a penthouse suite at Toronto belonging to David Wolf, who was being investigated for illegally dealing in altered materials. Ooh, that's interesting. See case 13-HQ-37. Bureau agents raided his penthouse and found numerous paranormal belongings, including... And this item. Mr. Wolf was arrested. Article from the Toronto Daily is a supplementary material. So why would a 36-year-old Bay Street investment trader, filthy rich, married to a model, disappear overnight? That's the question that's kept Toronto high society up at night for this past week. Police say it's being looked into. Some nutjob radio show in the States claims he disappeared to join the Illuminati, but it's the reporter's opinion that Mr. Wolf, bored of his job, sick of his family, left it all behind to retire in some remote beach paradise. Now he's sipping Mai Tais while the world thinks he's dead. Or he got sucked into the dark place and we have no idea what happened to him. Let's hope the beach is real. Wow, this is crazy. Yeah, it looks like that's everything that's up here. Okay. So this is wild. Look at this space. Oh boy, friends! Get rid of this thing. Get out of here. If this were D&D, I'd have advantage up here. Drop dead. Woo. Oh my god, everybody. Can y'all not get to me up here? That's great. They kind of can. Okay. Fuck you and your explodey bullshit. The damn things. Whatever they are. Whoa! That was almost my whole life. What the fuck? Oh, you guys. I didn't see you guys. Well, that's rude. Oh no, and there's another guy. Oh, thank you, health, please. Thank you. Okay. Now I'm not gonna drop dead. Where are you, buddy? Senior agent, get out of here. Well, that was important. Come here, bitch. Gotcha. Two can float at this game. Oh, excuse me. Two can float at this game. Oh boy, hi. Thank you for the hug. It was a bit deadly. Ooh, I got him, I got him.
We should check that lab.
Yeah, I bet so. Let me get all the things first. What is this, a weapon mod? Is it a good one? No, not really. What about this one? Also not very good one. Who cares? Alright. Woo! Well, they came for me. I feel like there's definitely like something up here, like on the tall ones. You would think. I do see this though. Yeah! Anything on this one on top? Nope. But there's this one. Buried. Was this originally at the dump, you guys? I don't think so. That's a good one. Taking it. Alrighty. So this is open now. I think we found most of the things in here. Please hold. Yep, found the things. Oh, you can drop it. Thank you. Okay, so this is like a little mini lab on site of the dump. So maybe we'll find out what... Ooh, that's a good one. So maybe we'll find out what happened here.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
Ooh. Ooh, was that it? That was it. Ooh, boy. Okay, that's all of mission 7. Finished tango? What? A dark place. Oh, shit's getting interesting, you guys. Okay. What happened with the projector in here that scared Darling? I think it confirms something that Emily Pope was speculating at the beginning of the game, which is that, like, there are alternate realities. Because, like, we were speculating about this with the Ocean View motel, right? And, like, and how you get there and what all the doors in it lead to. So Emily Pope was thinking that, like, they lead to alternate dimensions, because we know that the doors, some of the doors lead to the dark place, the spiral, for example. But they don't know that, or at least they don't know that yet. But it is interesting that such a revelation would almost scare Darling enough to contain that projector to something, to its own place, you know, and secure it and things like that. I don't know if it really confirms that it's like alien, although they did speculate about that. But like, what power does something like that have to transport you between different dimensions? That becomes very dangerous very quickly if you realize that something like this projector can lead to other dimensions, and that potentially those dimensions can mess with the people that are near it or playing with it, and that it could ricochet out of that, I suppose. But they're not there yet because they don't know what we know from Alan Wake 2 yet. And how do you use something like that? Because we know that, like, for example, the board kind of exists in its own dimension, and they're not afraid of using that. So does the slide projector work like a Stargate, where you can, I mean, it seems like it, because you can pop in pictures and then go to different places within the pictures. They haven't really explained how you get back from that, but if you're a para-utilitarian, I suppose you could maybe will yourself out of it. But as we know from Alan Wake with the Dark Place, it seems like very tricky, and that it's very easy to get lost in there and backrooms yourself away into eternity. So interesting. I'm definitely, like, my ears are perked. I've heard Alan Wake and things are connecting. I saw the Dark Place pop up. We're starting to connect the dots a little bit. Very fascinating. Like, there's so much information now that's like flooding in. This one had a lot of reading. We went back to that, but for good reason, right? Because we're getting all this like information on the different objects, what they do. So we know that like the objects can transform people. We know that it can change. Well, we already knew that it could change reality in a sense, because Thomas Zane, the author, versus the movie maker, the filmmaker. There's so much. My brain is like trying to race through it, and I'm also kind of fried, but this is super interesting. So we got to go find the actual projector. It looks like Dylan wants us to, and that seems suspicious. We're nearing the beginning of the end of the game, I would say, and somewhere in between this episode, the next episode, probably after the next episode, I'll go do a whole episode that's just exploring to get the things that we missed, because there's a lot of stuff in the containment sector that seems like it's worth getting to, that does link to Alan Wake that you guys were mentioning. I still haven't found the room that I've like seen, that I remember getting to, that talked about Bright Falls and stuff. It was like a boardroom. I will see it when I see it, but for some reason I haven't reached it yet. And then there's a whole bunch of other things that you guys have been letting me know that I could go here and there and pick up and find. There's a lot of portraits I probably didn't break because I didn't know I could break them, etc., stuff like that. So I'll do that. Maybe we'll do some of the other missions, the side, like these ones, captive audience and old growth, enemy within. Oh yeah, I gotta do that. Like these ones, the jukebox, like we'll maybe decide a whole episode for like exploring these extra ones and these runaway things, as well as maybe we'll do one of the timed ones, for giggles, just to do one when they pop up, because I've ignored all of them so far. As the good director I am, I've helped absolutely no one who really needs it in an emergency. Yeah, anyways, I'll leave it here for this episode. So things are getting very interesting. Let's chat about it. See you next time, guys. Goodbye!